Hello YouTubers, my name is X Factor and I'm running for my dear life because I just spawned in. This is rush defense on Sunken Dragon. Trying to get to a spot, not exactly sure where because we just attacked from this side and we got held back. Once the defenders get set up and more importantly spread out, it's very hard for the attackers to push unless they push in massive numbers, which you guys are about to see. This is 100% infantry only, the first set of MCOMs, and you're going to see they eventually get a vehicle. But is it too little, too late? With the CTE initiative going on, DICE is very actively trying to adjust vehicle spawns, takes vehicle spawns away, change up the vehicle combinations, and this one might get a little love as I'm trying to search for C4. I don't have any as I'm getting rushed, and that guy was karate kicked me in my face from both angles. And when you're just a lowly support, that's tough. Damned if I do, damned if I don't. Should I have played that a little bit more defensively? Should I not peeked? I simply don't think it matters because of this shot right here. As soon as we bounce to the spawn screen, they are everywhere. Like fleas, ticks, and any other varmints that you see right there. Once they get that far, it's done. So we get wiped off that first set of MCOMs within about a minute and a half. And I said to myself, oh, here we go. Here comes the absolute Zerg-style ass-kicking that we probably deserve on this map because we didn't really push much. But I'm holding E, keeping my ADS up, waiting for somebody to peek, get it defused, and we're going to have a little bit of fun with the MG4, my all-time favorite LMG. I know a lot of people favor the AWS, but nothing outshoots the MG4 if you learn how to tap fire correctly. And there is their vehicle. Again, these are very infantry-friendly maps. Even though there are vehicles on some maps, such as Propaganda, Conquest, it's hard for the tanks to get around, and a lot of these maps are just absolute kill boxes for those tanks, because they're going to roll into the B and D point, which reminds me a lot of Bad Company 2 maps, be surrounded by all these buildings, engineers spawning all the way around the tank, and just take a quick duke on it, because the tank can't look up. The turret is reduced at the angle that it can look up, not to mention all the different angles it has to worry about, than the miraculous ass shot. So we save A, they set B, and the thing you have to do is you have to balance. One of the things that I noticed when playing a lot of these rush maps, these maps have multiple lanes. Pearl Market, Lumpini Gardens, lots and lots of lanes, and people clump up. They say, oh man, A's in trouble, let's all just fill this lane. That's probably the worst thing you could do. You gotta have some trust in your teammates. If you put all your players on one side of the map, you're not going to have a good time. You're just going to get pigeon-toned in, like we did that first set, and just get duked on very quickly. So it's key to maintain your lanes. There's probably 3 or 4 major lanes at this set of MCOMs. We got this middle lane that I'm looking at. We got a left lane to my left. Then we got a very far right lane. You could split those up a little bit. But you got left building, you got right building, you got what's in between, and what's on the outsides. It's important to maintain that lane integrity. Because if you don't have lane integrity, they're going to take that lane away from you, and you're going to get caught running in positions where you think you might be safe and get killed before you even get your gun up. And more importantly, you're giving them these lanes to push and set up these crossfire angles, kind of like I'm trying to set up right now by being the aggressive one. Sometimes it pays not just to sit back and camp a little corner, peeking every once in a while, because more than likely, even if you peek out perfectly and get a 4 or 5 bullet burst, you're going to eat somebody else's bullets. And don't make the mistake like I made. I just pushed too far. Shouldn't have crossed the road. This is rush. I'm the defender. Probably should have waited for them. And here we go again, trying to take a quick look. And as you can tell, there are some stairs on the other side of this, sloped, and there is a balcony. And I'm trying to protect all these different angles, and it's just too many people. Gonna go down with the ship. Try to get on A yet again, but it's just too little. Too late. They quickly overwhelmed us there. So here you have us on the third set of MCOMs, and this is tough. We are defending the actual temple here, and I missed my lead. Not meaning to strafe shoot this guy, but I absolutely missed my lead at that distance, and it's drained. They can run across it, but still, look at these open lanes. Now, they can get where the Levolution event happens, which is the building across from me, and all those buildings, which can be a pain in the ass, especially with the pew-pews and all the snipers, which is an absolute nightmare. So I try to take a couple shots, and you'll see me move. You won't see me sit still too long, because the last thing I want to do is just toggle around from players, twitching to players, standing still. It just takes one guy with the bolt action to line me up. So I'll try to take a couple shots, and then basically strafe, or relocate, or move, or just kind of drop down and reread the mini-map. And that's what's important. Just because you see one thing 1 second doesn't mean it's still there the next second. If you get too locked in on one specific spot in the map, you're probably going to get flanked. and you're probably going to get squad wiped, because that seems to be a commonality. Groups of people look the same way. Let's say you're playing the backside of the building. Everybody's looking left. No one's looking right. Saw that a couple times on Lupini Gardens, where it just shit was hitting the fan. And we'd have a clump of 5 or 6 guys looking one way, and just me trying to fight off 4 or 5 people. Sometimes successfully, but not successful. When I died, and then everybody else got killed, even though I'm screaming, hey, watch your backs, because enough people don't seem to care or just simply listen to VoIP. So here's an RPG to the face. Tastes good, a little salt and pepper added. That is the Sunken Temple right there, trying to defend that. Pretty quick clip, but this is very chaotic. I actually enjoyed this as a rush map. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this gameplay and the MG4. As always, YouTubers, thanks for watching. We'll see you soon.